Officer Tatum Action Desk. He's got one position.
Israel first. Change my mind.
And he will not budge. Press his cap and watch him nod in agreement all day long.
Now, Officer Tatum, it is at this time, I'm going to request that you put the phone and the laptop down. Just take a, you know what I mean? They got action figures, man. They got action figures. They made up a whole Track APAC donation meme with watermelons and chicken. I don't even know what they would put on that net. Thunderbird? Like, bro, you don't want that. We don't want to find out together. Put the phone down.
Oh, put it down.
Shout out to all the subscribers and the members here on the channel. Don't forget to like the video. I am Reese Waters, and this is Who Raised Y'all, where we highlight those unique individuals going above and beyond to make society worse.
We had only one incident where a small child spit on one of the pastors, and immediately after there was an adult that came by and said, that's not a representation of who we are. You know, we love you guys. You guys are always welcome here. And I have to say, no adults gave us any grief. We had no issues whatsoever.
You know, the kinds of people you'll see asking to speak to the manager at the pearly gates.
I want to talk to the manager.
Officer Tatum, they got to call me down from my job to come get you. They got to call me down from my job to come get you. What you got going on, man? I mean, really, why can't Black Magas just comply? Why is it's always an issue with the Black Maga and you need us to come down there? What they talking about now?
He goes, I don't take money from Israel. I don't take money. Oh, you do it for free then? Wow. Wow. Good boy. Good boy. Wow. Good job. Good job, Ossifer. Ossifer, please. I can't breathe. Ossifer. Good job, Ossifer Tatum. You do it for free. Good boy. He's shilling for Israel for free. Don't even need to get paid. That's a good boy.
Julia Stomp sent $25.
The best.
Day 2 of asking Nick.
What? He didn't say nothing wrong. He didn't say. Sometimes these are the things that you need to hear. Okay? No. You can't call on the liberals and the progressives to come save you from the truth about yourself. I mean, really. Are you gonna go back out there? Really?
And then you go and look at it and you go, oh, they give money to left and right. Duh, they're a lobbying organization. That's what they're supposed to do, is lobby. And this is the thing that the woke right, can I use that on your show?
Yeah,
that's
whatever you want.
That's my words, not yours. Woke right. This is what they have a lens of anti-Semitism, so everything they see has to be in the front. Maybe, just maybe, AIPAC supports people who support Israel. Not that AIPAC is making people support Israel through some little money that you're giving them. These people already support Israel. Like if I ran for office, I would get AIPAC money. Why? Because I'm a Zionist. And they love a person like me. They'll give me money. It's not that I don't like Israel and I want nothing to do with Israel. But in order for me to get elected, they're going to give me $40,000 and I'm going to somehow turn on my morals and turn against everything I ever believed to support Israel.
I mean, I hope you getting money. I hope you getting money. Don't tell me you out here doing the thing that everybody else is doing to get money for free. Like, don't. That's going to be a whole nother dragon, Officer Tatum. And we all going to get involved. We are the world. We are the children. With Michael Jackson looking disgusted at the lack of talent around him in the room. That's going to be all of us dragging you if, come to find out, you not getting paid.
He's a fucking idiot. Brandon Tatum is an idiot. Dumbest person I've ever heard. He should get an education. Officer Tatum should get an education. He should learn how to fucking read.
I mean, he's just trying to help you be better, Officer Tatum. He's just trying to help you be better. You know, these are the people that you have collected around you. Matter of fact, I think you got a couple comments too. Let's see. Track APAC, Brandon Tatum. Receipt. Y'all couldn't at least gave him boneless. You know what I mean? Like, give him a salad. You know, I think a salad would probably some strips, maybe. Not the whole bucket of chicken, though. Not the whole bucket of chicken. Now, Tatum trying to fight back. He says, I don't get why people are buying Fuentes' makeover. As he moves closer to the mainstream, he's busily denying violent intent. Yet his 2024 statements made it clear. And let's see how they done put watermelon. Tatum put watermelon. Hey, at least your rates went up. You know, at least your rates went up. I've never had those two together, despite the stereotype. Let me know. Let me know. Because you seem like the type that would just sit down and eat that in public. That's all.
Brand new Officer Tatum action desk. He's got one position.
Israel first. Change my mind.
And he will not budge. Press his cap and watch him nod in agreement all day long. Comes.
They got merch. That's good. That's good. Look, it's hard. It's hard to move merch these days. I knew how hard it was to get it set up on my YouTube. So they set that up for you, Officer Tatum. That's solid. Not a bad way to make 7K. Did they write the post for you? Now, Officer Tatum, it is at this time, I'm going to request that you put the phone and the laptop down. Just take a, you know what I mean? They got action figures, man. They got action figures. They made up a whole Track APAC donation meme with watermelons and chicken. I don't even know what they would put on that net. Thunderbird? Like, bro, you don't want that. We don't want to find out together. Put the phone down.
Oh, put it down.
From Officer Tatum, Nick Fuentes. Erica Kirk is a spook. Erica is a plant. His wife was put with him in an arranged marriage. Tucker Carlson claimed to be Charlie's friend, yet chose to not push back against a man who publicly smeared Charlie's wife after his death. Now, you could look at that as smearing his wife, or you could look at that as protecting Charlie. You know what I mean? Because if any attacks against his wife are seen as an affront to him, then there is no way to protect him against her. And that goes just for anybody. So what was he talking about?
To the extent, look, Erica Kirk is a spook. I've seen enough. Erica Kirk is a plant. We all know that. That is a fact. That is basically established. She was shopping around for a political husband. God knows where she comes from. She found one in Charlie Kirk. Do you think Charlie Kirk is the Riz master? He's not a good-looking guy. Dude, you know what she said on a podcast? I saw a clip of her on a podcast, and she said, I can't focus with him in the room because I'm just going to be looking at him. Now, that's some good acting. Now, you had me. Then I saw that clip. You know, maybe you had me when she did the first speech next to his chair. But when I saw that clip and she said, I'm not going to be able to focus with him in the room. He's too handsome. It's like, now that's some bad acting. That is some serious, that is a serious acting job.
Officer Tatum. You seen him? Officer Tatum. Like, what? Are you the kind of guy who goes to the club and thanks all the girls surrounding your chair for your personality? Is that what you think it is? Is that you thought it was for your shape up when you tossing ones in the air? Can we be adults here? Can we at least be adults? And by the way, why is it that you are so protective of this union? Because aren't these the same? Aren't you the same one that was crying because you wasn't invited to none of the Charlie Kirk Memorial events?
I was not invited to any of the Turning Point Faith events, which I'm one of the biggest Christians in the movement right now that stand up for Jesus Christ.
Won't God do it? Won't God do it? First, Vivek Ramaswamy, being humbled by his quote-unquote supporters, they tore his ass up in the most racist way possible, by the way. Clip is also on my page, right? If you want to go look. On top of that, now Officer Tatum crashing out that he wasn't invited to the Turning Point Memorial service for Charlie Kirk. But the funny part, like, oh, the knee slapper. The knee slapper about this one, right? He said, oh, it's a reason why they didn't invite me. It's a reason why they didn't invite Kansas. And I'm thinking he's about to tell the truth because you're black. Fork found in fucking kitchen. You're black. Of course they ain't invite you. This man upset he wasn't invited to the Klan rally. He has Jennifer Lopez level of delusion, I swear. He said one of the donors probably told him not to. Bro, what the fuck? Raccoons just eating the garbage. I swear you can't make this up. The raccoons in the heart with these people.
But if and you know why they didn't want me in Turning Point Faith? Probably because a donor said we don't want Brandon at Turning Point Faith because of his beliefs.
And if that wasn't bad enough, you also went on record talking about how you, as being the man of the house, need to be a leader and you would never cry in front of your wife, even if you lost your own kids. But you was up there with the ugly Viola Davis in the days after Charlie Kirk. That was you.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
I cried for my wife.
Really?
I just wouldn't.
What if your kid died?
That's a different thing. I mean, I would try not to cry for my wife if my kid died.
To be like the support.
No, yeah, I'm her foundation. I'm her strong point.
This motherfucker tough, ain't he? He said he'll never cry in front of his wife. And if his kids die, he gonna try not to cry then. Damn, show how tough he is. He the foundation.
I cry on my own, but if everything is going south, I want my wife to know I'm strong in that situation, and I can be. I don't have to cry.
Now this him when Charlie Kirk died.
The restraint that Officer Tatum is showcasing right now, every Christian in this nation can relate to, because this is the type of suffering that we have to suffer with Christ in such a tragic time like this. We still have to operate in peace and have to honor the word.
He surely is crying now. I don't know if your wife watching, but everybody else is. Damn, this something say he wouldn't cry if his kids died. But this Charlie Kirk shit was just too much for him. Boy. Was a cry over that motherfucker master for they cry over their children. At least he doing that man crying. He ain't snotting going on. Be fucked up if he was snot. Nigga, you snot crying for that mother? Huh? Charlie Kirk wife didn't snot cry for his ass. Boy, you must be close to Turning Point. You must be one of them. Super cool. I know you was at Charlie Kirk funeral crying like a mother. Had your Turning Point USA shirt on and everything.
So I was not invited to any of the Turning Point Faith events, which I'm one of the biggest Christians in the movement right now.
I think you're using the wrong C word.
And by the way, shout out to Po Folk, the entertainer, without the nerve, who's having some censorship issues over at TikTok. Imagine that. They censoring my man, the real Po Folk, while they got racist AI running rampant. And don't think that will go unaddressed. I got a video all about that coming up. It's the exact same kind of dichotomy and self-compromising that is emblematic of, quite frankly, you, Officer Tatum. Now, here we go from Stop Anti-Semitism says, Tucker Carlson will be the demise of the Republican Party. This man must be ostracized from public forums, insider circles, and every place in between. Otherwise, the GOP will morph into the radical abyss like the Democrats after failing to rein in AOC, Tlaib, Omar, and their ilk. Women of color? Is that what you mean? Stop anti-Semitism? I think I picked it up. To which from Rep Thomas Massey says 7K.
Oh, no.
Well done. Well done. I would vote for Thomas Massey if I was in his jurisdiction. Maybe. To which Brandon Tatum cannot resist and says 10,000%. Let me see if Thomas Massey got a 7K underneath that one too. But we got a comment wrong, Officer Tatum. You have to be the biggest Judas of all podcasts, you freaking Israel shill. You're obviously not paying attention to what all of us normies are thinking and saying. We are all pro Tucker and we have figured you out. So apparently unfollowing you here and unsubscribing to your YouTube channel just wasn't enough to not have to see you. I mean, tell me about it. I never followed him here or on YouTube. And even I have to see him. You can't get away from it. He is the social media equivalent of those spam texts I get about refinancing my house. Officer Tatum is anti-free speech. I liked this guy at one point. It's funny how that happened. We are so protective of Charlie Kirk that we will not even allow criticism of his wife that is in defense of him. But we will not be so protective as to not utilize his silencing to silence other people. I tell you who wasn't silent, though, these comments. That's his opinion. Tucker is here to argue facts and truths, not opinions. Brandon still also believes the government, FBI, CIA, Mossad, and BlackRock, and that no one knows who Thomas Crooks is or was. Monkeys beat. That's your fan base. That is your fan base. And these are the ones that have objected and packed up. Imagine how down bad the ones are that are left behind.
The biggest fall from grace and the downfall that needs to be studied is absolutely Officer Tatum on TikTok. This is someone that was handpicked by Charlie and helped develop Turning Point, or at least the movement, in a very broad way. Like, I actually loved his videos. I love his videos, actually, and his ideas. All of them, and if you're watching this, Officer, like, all of your ideas, like, for the most part, I was rallying behind. I was definitely on board, and I'm really invested. Like, I definitely support a lot of the things that you say, and just a lot of takes that you have. A lot of respect.
Oh, we know what that means. We know exactly what that means.
But the downfall that you've had recently because of Israel and your stance on it, it's not like it's not just a stance, okay? You can have a stance on everything, right? You can have your stance on whatever the hell you want. It does not matter. It is your opinion, and move on. But it's not just a stance that you've had. It is a full-blown out defense on various different podcasts and interviews, and especially X is a huge defense of Israel. And now that it's come out that Israel, not only the video of Netanyahu talking about how he needs to basically push out soldiers to brainwash people on X and on TikTok, he said we need control of those things, and the fact that it's been revealed that Israel will pay you $7,000 a video or a post, and sometimes even more than that. It's not looking good for you, even if you're just like honestly, staunchly just defending Israel on your own principles or whatever, your defense it seems artificial. It seems too much.
Now, despite the fact that this is someone that I would never want to share a public space with, this man is out just taking a drive to clear his head at dusk, because that's the mindset that you have put him in. I mean, really, I have taken some L's. I've been upset in the crib about the way the game goes, and you just need to go out and clear your head. That's how you got your fans. That's how you got your fans right now. Just out here picking up all sorts of move-in violations and casting suspicion on why they leaving at 2 a.m. Where was you last night? No, because you know we already had trust issues. They killing Officer Tatum in these comments. I had to get away from it all. I had to.
Officer Tatum sold y'all out too? He defending Israel? Yeah, what made you think you thought he was going to defend you? That man sold us out for a piece of cornbread and a spot on Master's couch. That man didn't care about you. He following the money. I respect that. Follow the money. Going to get paid. Allegedly, he's getting paid by Israel. I can't confirm or deny that. Okay, so that's up in the air for y'all to decide that. But my thing is this. Anytime you see a black man with a big audience and most of his audience is white folk, he's probably not encouraging the black community to really build and grow and do better. He's not acknowledging the true reality of what has happened to a lot of black communities and why people are where they are, especially the mental state of mind and the lack of funding, the lack of resources, the nearest thing being a damn a convenient liquor store or something like that instead of like a bank or something that will actually benefit that community. So like when it comes down to him, his content, I stopped listening to his content a long time ago, but what really pissed me off about him is what he said in regards to Sonya Massey. That set me off, and I've lost respect ever since. So yeah, he does not care about y'all either. Like if he sold us out, he was definitely selling y'all out.
Well, I could say thankfully I was never in that place. And I think generally as a community, we were never in that place of having to get in the car because we knew exactly what it was when it came to Officer Tatum. But one thing that makes him somewhat unique is he actually tries to find a moral high ground for simping.
I literally had D.L. Hughley just yesterday say that I'm the voice for pushing white supremacist talking points, which is the stupidest thing you ever say. Mm-hmm. But when it first happened, when it was an anomaly. Trump was never considered a racist. Then they made him a racist. But then all the black people support him. People hated on you, but they really couldn't really put their finger on it. They couldn't just call you a racist. That was a dynamic that didn't exist at the time. But then now it is absolutely crazy what they say now because they were losing the battle of ideas when the anomalies occurred. Like if a person who was gay was supporting Republicans or supporting Christians or something, it was like their minds started popping because that's not in their bingo cards. Mm-hmm. And now they've morphed into finding a position to put you in now. Now they can openly say that you're working for the white man and you're working for white supremacy and you're a traitor to your race or you're a traitor to your gender or you're a traitor to the movement. And they've been able to morph that into reality. I think it's completely ridiculous, but they don't operate in reality. They operate off emotions and they weaponize empathy to get the people that they don't like that are saying the things that contradict their entire existence. They try to pigeonhole you so people don't talk about you anymore, or at least they have a negative perception. They don't want to hear what you have to say. So now I'm framed as a black man who don't know my identity. You know, I'm now a black man who love white people more than I love my own people, like they say, that I'm lost. I'm a slave on the plantation, which is obviously the complete opposite of what the reality is.
So let me get this straight. Are you under the impression that being a vehicle for the destruction of your own people is a new phenomenon? Is that what you're under you feel like you broke new ground as a Black Maga? Is that what you think? Because Malcolm and Martin were talking about this. I mean, W.E.B. Du Bois was talking about this. We saw this back in the days of slavery. I don't understand. Is that what you looked at the ground and said, what would be the easiest way for me to make a mark? And I was like, well, ain't nobody black men speaking out against black people. So we gon' hey. Is that what you thought? This is so obvious. We don't even have to call this out. We can outsource it to other people that can see the grift.
The fuck is wrong with you? You want to be these people so fucking bad that you are willing to grasp at any fucking straws. Are you serious? For every 500 white people that TPUSA had at any event that they do, they only invited one black person. If you got like 25,000 people in that damn venue, you got about 50 black people up in there. And you think that's diversity? You think that's diversity? You think that that is acceptance? Wake the fuck up. Look at what they stand for. Look at what they preach. Look at what they say. Look at their actions. Look at what they do. And you tell me that they're diverse just because they wanted to put some black people on the list for the usher to let in. Are you really fucking serious right now? You are no better than Officer Tatum. Are you serious right now? The fuck is wrong with you? You want to be these people so fucking bad. If you're sitting there with them, it doesn't matter if you're sitting there with... There's different types of tokens. Officer Tatum is a visibility token. He's the one that they use for visibility. He's the one that they loan out for the visibility. And then when they get the visibility and then they get all the views and they get all the traction because he's ride or die for these people, then they just loan him away and they're like, fuck you, we don't need you anymore. You're not coming to the worship event.
And by the way, these are the people that you have chosen to cozy up to. I don't know if you saw, but the other conservatives are dropping ends on you. Even with all that dancing, you're still an outsider. No, not on Elon Musk's website. They wouldn't use that kind of anti-black language. Now, Brandon Tatum had posted, Tucker is literally calling Charlie a heretic whom he despised, who also had a mind virus. Charlie was a Christian Zionist. And to which we get the response from Isabella Moody, you don't believe that Jesus Christ is Lord. You sell merch that says Jesus is Lord. You will bring your entire family to hell if you don't repent from this heresy. You should have never been a part of this movement to begin with. And wow. She didn't put a my in there or nothing. She didn't put my, or she didn't go to AH. We can't even say that because she wrote the whole thing out. And we know it wasn't autocorrect because she put a period at the end of it. That was as intentional and didn't even have it in the context of the rest of the paragraph. It was on its own, just sitting there lonely. You know, like Officer Tatum and Black Maga, like just sitting there all by itself. That was an intentional of this is how I feel about you as anybody is capable of. But even then, you won't take the hint. Now, will you? Now, here is Officer Tatum alongside the woman that just dropped ends.
Real quick, can you just quickly introduce yourself to the audience? And I guess we'll kind of get right into it after, because I know we got limited time.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know me, I'm the Officer Tatum, a.k.a. Talmud Tatum. See it in the description section. Talmud Tatum Steen for some of y'all. But anyway, man.
I will give Brandon Tatum credit for that, like having a good sense of humor and being able to be kind of self-deprecating and lean into the insult. That's what I do. I call myself the Orange Woman because that's what a bunch of people on a Blaze show, the old Blaze show, what was it called? I Am Here with Sydney Twatson, that bitch, that feminist CUNT. Anyways, everyone was like, orange, she's orange woman. I'm like, okay, cool. Now I'm going to call myself the Orange Woman. And lately everyone's like, wow, you're so hateful. So I'm like, okay, now my personality online is being a hateful bitch. I lean into the insults. So I'm going to give Officer Tatum some credit there. But that's it.
And this is what she posted afterwards. Brandon Tatum might be a low IQ simp for Israel, but at least he can embrace a joke insulting him. You tried to be self-deprecating, and they went with low IQ in all caps. And by the way, this is a woman who went viral after she showcased her baby dropping ins. The so-called traditional wives, which we all knew was nonsense and BS. The fact Isabella Moody groomed her husband when he was 17 while being in a long-term relationship makes her whole trad wife image so hilarious. Why do you people eat it up? I don't know why he eats it up, but I tell you this, he probably ate up that APAC contribution though. I bet you he ate that up already. Have they added to that yet? And this is the character and quality of person dropping N's and low IQ on you. But you have positioned yourself in such a way where you can't even call out the racism because you've let far too much racism go up to this point. You want one more? While you shed followers and esteem because of your support for Israel, you're not even listed as one of the major pro-Israel influencers. Quote, here's the list. Looks like you're so irrelevant you didn't make the cut. They probably figure you're so stupid that you'll do it for free. Man, they doing you bad out here, bro. Like, I ain't seen a Black Maga get dragged like this since, well, I guess since Stephen A. earlier this week when he tried to come for Jasmine Crockett.
Yes, Stephen A. Smith, we're going to be on your fucking neck, on your nasty, raggedy fucking neck because you keep coming for black women. And I know that people are going to be like, well, you attacking him. He has a black daughter. Yeah, he has a black daughter, but he don't act like he have a black daughter. He just continues to keep attacking us for whatever reason, being around a whole bunch of white men and just criticizing the fuck out of us or doing it on his little shitty ass podcast. So I need Stephen A. Smith and all his little sycophants to shut the fuck up because I said what I said and I meant every fucking thing that I said.
Maybe he might be able to help you out. You know, I know y'all work well together and he has platformed you and maybe Stephen A. might have a place for you, but he's trying to lay low right now because he's trying to dodge the MAGA allegations. What about Andre Williams? That was the last time I saw somebody really get dragged like this when he went to the No Kings protest. And now he's out. He's probably looking to reestablish himself in the community. You know, he needs a location and a job. He can report back to his PO. Why don't you get with him? Is there any sort of support amongst Black Magadom?
Notorious homosexual Rob Smith had this to say about me.
So that Andre Williams dude who makes his whole TikTok platform about basically talking crap about black people just got packed up at that rally. And it's really a cautionary tale in terms of sort of like what these new MAGA sort of like right-leaning influencers are doing. There's nobody around this dude. Nobody had his back. So he's running around here thinking that somebody was going to be helping him out and supporting him because he's got some followers on social media. You have to find something other to talk about than black people.
Who the fuck are you calling new? I didn't join in the last election. I was supporting Trump long before it was MAGA, when it was early young nationalists supporting Donald Trump back in 2015. You don't get the views or the attention because you're boring and bland, and no one wants to listen to that shit. But people like me are authentic and not fucking paid for. So continue to suck Israel and be a prime example for why people hate black conservatives.
Did your head just explode the way that mine did? Oh no, we're gonna have to talk about that. We're gonna. They got a whole Black MAGA civil war going on. Is that what? I need to. Is this like new and old past generations of Black MAGA? Like I am here for this. I will be back. Hey, Officer Tatum, you might have to pick sides again. I know it's been a lot of side picking for you, but you know, hopefully you did the right thing and saved that money. That would be it. Huh? Oh, the jersey? Because it was red. That didn't have nothing to do with it. Just because I like the red and the blue. Sometimes it don't have nothing to do with anything. Like the stuff that comes out of your mouth. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. And I want to send a very special shout out to everybody who made our 600 subscriber members live celebration.
Everybody do the twist. Okay, got me out the streets. And then they came and found me to drag me back to the streets. And while they were there, he came out with twist again, like we did last summer. And then all the thugs was dancing. And the crime stopped.
I like those members' lives. It's like I can speak more freely. It's like being at the world's largest barbershop that never fixes my bald spot. Speaking of members, I want to give a shout out to Lee from both YouTube and Patreon, where you can join her at patreon.com/Reese Waters. She sent me this photo saying we took pics with our shirts. Mom never misses an episode of Reese. I always have to explain the Gen X millennial jokes. Thank God I didn't have to explain the Yin Yang twins. She didn't ask. Yeah, good luck with that. I still can't explain the Yin Yang twins to anybody. I can't explain the Yin Yang twins to myself, but I'm sure she thoroughly enjoyed the verses between No Limit and Cash Money since she's newly up on the culture, and I can only hope to age like Birdman.
Trying to get some money and not be in the streets. And I met BG, I met Wayne, I met Juvie, I met Turk. Shout out to Turk and Lil.
But thank you so much for the merch pick. You can submit one at admin@reesewaters.com, and we have some new merch that's available now, including the Who Raised Y'all gear and now FAFO gear. I know we had to do FAFO gear. I had done too many FAFO videos. I got to the point where it was actually a legal requirement that I had to have FAFO t-shirts and mugs.
And right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200 off for a family of 4.
So make sure you guys check that out at thepeoplesgetup.com. And you guys may have noticed it's now tied to my YouTube. So you'll be able to see it right there on my YouTube page.
It's been 84 years.
And last but not least, because I gave so much love to the Libras, and I am in fact on the cusp, I gotta give some love to my Scorpios as well. Where my Scorpios at? That's right, Picasso and Frank Ocean and Jimmy Kimmel. Welcome back. Matthew McConaughey. All right. I enjoy a good Scorpio. Is that Drake over there? That's Drake. Y'all calling him Lawbury now? Kris Jenner. That's Kris Jenner. I know that ain't is that Diddy? That look like Diddy. Why he ain't got no shirt on? Drake, Kris Jenner, and Diddy? Nah, I can't do that. Nah, I'm gonna go with a week early. I'm full Libra. I can't even do that.